On the back of the machine, computer data cable, USB port connection to computer. Connect I/O signal line. Power cord connected to mains power. This is the control cabinet. Power interface. Connect the power cord. The other end is connected to the main power supply. Conveyor belt interface. Find the corresponding line connection. Foot switch interface. Connect the foot switch. I/O connection cable. One end is connected to the cabinet and the other end is connected to the control box. Each line has a label, connected according to the corresponding label. Connect to the cabinet power supply. Connect to the power supply of the control box. Turn on emergency stop, laser in sequence. USB data cable to the computer. The USB flash drive received with the goods contains the installation program, which can be installed directly. After the installation is completed, open the software icon on the desktop. First, you need to find the focus of the marking object on the pen conveyor belt. Click the text tool and create a new text. Click parameters to open the port settings interface and close the marked port. The conveyor belt will not be triggered. Check continuous and click the red light. Place the object to be marked and put an aluminum sheet on the upper layer. Cancel the red light. Change the speed to 1000 and the power to 50. Check continuous processing and click mark. Rotate the lifting axis to adjust the focal length. When the light is the brightest and the sound is the strongest, it is the best focus. Stop marking after finding the focus and cancel continuous processing. Modify the text information to laser. CTRL plus arrow keys adjust text direction. Lock to adjust the size proportionally. Click Apply after confirmation. Fill. The specific value can be set according to the actual situation. Change the power to 20 and the speed to 1500. Click the red light to confirm the range. When we find that the red light range is not in the position where we need to mark, we can adjust the position by moving the conveyor belt or by changing the text position using the computer arrow keys. Here we move the conveyor belt directly, and we will find that the range of the red light has changed. Foot switch to start the conveyor belt. When the foot switch is pressed, the conveyor belt will start. The function of the sensor is to stop the conveyor belt and mark the object when the marking object is within the range. Now adjust the sensor's sensing threshold. This is the controller for the fiber optic sensor. This represents the number of inductions. Green represents the set trigger value. This represents the current value. When the current value sensed is greater than the set trigger value, the optical fiber sensor will be triggered. Place the fiber optic sensor close to the marker and test the value when the marker passes by. Then set the value. The plus sign on the control box represents increase, and the as sign represents decrease. Long press to increase continuously. Here the current value of our marking object is 1153. So we set the value to 1000. The pen stops when it passes the conveyor belt, but the red light range is not directly above. We use the arrow keys on the numeric keypad to move the range. Open the marker port after adjusting the range. Select one for both the start and end ports and change the width to 200. Find the delay device in drawing on the top of the software. Set the parameters to 500. Click Apply and adjust it to the text above. Now let's start marking. Perfect marking effect. Now test multiple pens for markings. The effect is also good. Save the file after use. Save it to your favorite location and open it directly for use next time. Finally, turn off the laser and emergency stop switch.